in the long run, you can do every kind of marketing there is, but your most valuable asset is always like your current client base, the people you've already worked with, who are already happy, who already like you. They'll
Mm,
forget about you in 18 months, but if you have a way to call them once a year and say, hey, we did your fence 3 years ago, just calling to see if it's still holding up. Is there anything going on? You need us to come out and fix anything? Any foot in the door for you to sell them on something else. As far as like the marketing goes, from what I was describing, we can choose to advertise or we can choose to include any services that you want. Typically, how this goes is like with Lundy, we targeted like 6 different services. And then after 6 months, we saw that for some services, we were beating our competition a lot more than others. And so then we can kind of decide what to do. Do we want to push harder on these services that we're already winning on, or do we want to push harder on the ones that we're losing on so that we can try to pick up some ground? Like once you're on the playing field, then you have options of what you can do. But at least in the beginning, like right now, your marketing isn't quite aligned, so you're not really on the playing field for most things. So getting you there, that'll just kind of let you see where you stand, and then you'll be able to decide like how to push forward from there. Sometimes we find that you get like you might get so many leads for tree removal that you just decide to make that a division because tree removal is really profitable. And then
yeah.
if you don't want those leads, well, maybe you can find another company to take them or whatever, but you have a lot of options. But at least from where you're at now, I think you could mainly just focus on getting a firm presence, getting on the playing field, separating the two divisions of this company, and just getting everything set up properly on at the foundation level and do those other things that we're talking about, like get a hold of past clients, make sure they know what you're doing. All these customers you're picking up in these nice neighborhoods, make sure you're getting reviews from them. See, like take pictures of the work. We'll put them on your website, on your Google listing. Like we want Google to see you doing a lot of work in these neighborhoods because you are, and then Google's going to
Mm,
turn and show you more in these neighborhoods because that's what it's seeing. It's like, oh, these guys are all over that neighborhood. They must be top company in that area. So it's a way to use what you're doing right now that's already working to power up the other stuff that you could be doing.